This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfresh. I'd like to be joined by new Matchroom boxing signing Campbell Hatton today. Campbell, first and foremost, how are you?
Yeah, good. Just starting to get used to all the media stuff. So quite new, quite different, but getting the hang of it now.
Well, good time, Campbell. Yesterday we did have the announcement come out that you had signed with Matchroom Boxing. You've been in the bubble there on AJ Fight Week, having your own press conference. Must have been quite the day for you and the family yesterday. Talk to me about what that was all like when the announcement came out.
Yeah, I'd kept it quiet. We'd all kept it quiet from pretty much everyone. Like, there's only like a very select fewer people that I told. So even people I was quite close to would message me saying, "Oh, no way," and like congratulating me. My phone went mad. It was a mad day. It was blown my head a bit at times, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'm just getting really excited now. It's all feeling really real.
As you said it was very well kept under wraps. We had no inkling this was coming. We had no idea until we saw the announcement in the morning. How did this sort of deal come about in the end?
Well, I weren't far off turning professional anyway at the start of lockdown, because I'd always had a professional style but needed the amateur fights to back that up. And I'd got to the point where I'd had in the 30s with my amateur fights, so I was getting to the point where I was ready to turn professional, and with my style weren't doing them any favours. It's not what they're looking for in the amateurs. And then along with the lockdown as well, nothing coming up. I've not boxed since February. It doesn't look like there'll be any amateur fights till mid to late next year. So that was for the sake of only a couple of more amateur fights, because I was there anyway. That length of time is not good for anyone. So that had an impact on the decision. But it's perfect time now, really.
You said you'd been, racking up the amateur fights, coming towards your 30th amateur fight, and you felt the time was right now. But from when you first laced up the gloves and you felt inspired to go and start this amateur career off, how long was it before you knew that a professional career was what you wanted? That's how you wanted to make your way in life?
From the first time I walked in the gym, I was about 14 years old. It's an hard game. I think it's too hard to do without high expectations and a lot of ambition. I think you need to set the bar high with boxing, because it's too hard a game to be doing for little reward. So yeah, straight away, I always knew that this is what I wanted to do from the second I put gloves on.
Now, you did say you feel your fighting style will be more suited to the professional game. The term that always comes about when we see videos of you on the pads or in the gym is the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Tell us a bit about your fighting style. Is it a typical Hatton fighting style?
Yeah, I've got a lot of similarities to my dad. I've got that aggressive, come forward sort of style and I bang well to the body. There's also a good engine, high work rate. But I've got a few differences where I've got quite long arms for compared to my height, so I do like a little bit more room. Like when my dad did his work up close and that sort of stuff, I do like a bit more mid range, and I like to pick my shots and box as well. It's a bit of a cross between my dad and Matthew's style, but it's definitely very exciting.
One thing that was spoken about at the press conference yesterday was the city of Manchester, and like your family, you want to make the city of Manchester proud. How motivated are you, with time and with experience to bring them big nights back up to Manchester and have those big nights at the arena of your own as well? Yeah,
that's what it's all about, really, for me. When I look back, all my favourite fighters are the ex Manchester fighters, and It's like the likes of my dad, Matthew, Michael Gomez, Jamie Moore, like Crawler. They're like those sort of fighters, and I look at some of the nights they had, like at the Manchester Arena, and like my dad when he put the show on at the Etihad. It'd be a dream come true, that, and that's what I'm working towards.
I was going to ask you about that. What is the ultimate dream for you? For some people, it's about belts. For some people, it's about headlining at a specific venue. For example, the Etihad. When you think about it, what's the end goal? What's the dream for Campbell Hatton?
It is. Everyone wants belts, don't they? The dream for me would be to stand in a full Etihad Stadium, or like City's pitch, with winning a world title.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, look, in terms of your career and your guidance, we know you're going to be trained by your Uncle Matthew. Your dad's going to be your manager. We've seen it with sons coming through sometimes into pro ranks that the dad's going to be a bit overbearing. Ricky's already said he doesn't want that. You've said that's not going to be something that happens. How important is it for you in your mind to forge your legacy as Campbell Hatton and not Ricky Hatton's son? That was something that was stressed yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. It is going to come. Like, there's a lot of expectations and a lot of pressure that I am going to have to deal with, and I will have to put up with being Ricky Hatton's lad for a bit, because that's what people are interested in. That they want to see what I'm about because of my dad. But I don't think it'll be very long. Because the way I train and the rate I'm improving, I don't think it'll be long at all until people start recognising me as Campbell Hatton and not Ricky Hatton's lad. In a similar way to Conor Benny's now. Like, he started off Nigel Benn's son, and now look at him, he's like headlining shows and he's worked as hard, and now he's Conor. I want the same.
Now, in terms of yourself, I'm sure I read somewhere that the targeted date for the debut was February. Is that to your understanding when we can see you in the professional?
Yeah, February. Then I just want to be as busy as I can from there. Can't wait to get in. It can't come quick enough.
Well, you are there for now in the AJ Pulev bubble. We've got that fight tomorrow night. Are you going to be hanging around and catching a fight tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. It's the first time I've seen Anthony in person, and you don't realise how big he is until he looks big on the telly. But once you're there, like face to face with him, it's a different beast.
I can second that. He's an absolute unit, Campbell. But look, before I let you go, you are going to be there at the main event Saturday night. Just wondering if you give us a quick prediction. Joshua Pulev, what happens and why? I
think Joshua will do the right number on him, to be honest. I think the style that can beat Joshua, like as you saw with Ruiz, I think his speed, and like we saw with Ruiz, he had he had good feet, even though he's a big guy. Like he did move quite well, and I don't think Pulev, and especially at his age, he's got the style to beat him. I think Joshua will do him in the first half of the fight.
Well, Campbell Hatton, thank you so much for speaking to Boxing Social. I'm sure we'll catch you soon as the pro journey continues. Best of luck, and we'll see you around your debut.